is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and my name is Richard Chapman with CyberNow Labs, and I'm bringing you cybersecurity awareness tips all throughout the month of October. So here is our next cybersecurity awareness tip. You need to monitor your accounts regularly. What does this mean? This is one that's a little bit convoluted, but I think once I get into it, you'll understand pretty clearly. Guys, we have so many accounts these days. Everything requires you to create an account, create a login, right? Where you have to create a username and a password to be able to access your account information. Now, some of these are pretty familiar, right? Credit card accounts, financial, like your banks, your email, any online service of some sort is making you create that online account. So this is an opportunity for a threat actor, if they obtain those credentials, it is an opportunity for them to try to leverage a way to attack you, to specifically compromise you and try to find either additional information or use that information to obtain some additional benefit, like monetary benefit or something to that degree. So which ones do we start with, right? Guys, I can tell you, I have just an unbelievable amount of accounts because I'm very tech savvy. I use my tech devices for just about everything. So where do you start if you're that person? My recommendations are going to be to start with the big ones. Anything that has your highly sensitive private data. This is usually going to be like your bank accounts, your medical. You want to make sure that you are utilizing any safety and security feature possible there. Safe and secure passwords, absolutely complex passwords. Use multi-factor authentication without a doubt, no questions there. You need to make sure you're doing that. And definitely make sure that you're monitoring those accounts. Maybe even update those passwords on a relatively regular basis, although that's even in question right now. If you can have a strong enough password, NIST is even now starting to say maybe don't change your password as often, just to make sure you don't forget your passwords. And it kind of eliminates you from using more simple or easy passwords or reusing those passwords. So you can kind of think of that from that regard. But also, guys, your credit bureau, this is something you want to monitor as well too. Ensure that people aren't using your credit history to do different things. Another little side note here, have some different email accounts. Have a professional email account, one for personal for your close friends, maybe one for junk mail and advertisements and things like that. That can be a kind of another way to make sure that you separate those accounts a little bit, so you don't have junk mail and possible malicious phishing emails coming to your main personal account. That way you can most of the time trust the emails that are coming into that environment, but you should always double check emails regardless just to make sure. But guys, again, everything has an account these days. So I know it can be cumbersome to make sure you're monitoring and checking all of these accounts. So maybe start with some of the main ones we talked about, those financial institutions, your medical benefits, your email accounts. Make sure you're monitoring those accounts regularly to ensure you don't see any weird emails going out and or any utilization or usage that you didn't do, so you can make sure you help keep your accounts safe and secure this Cybersecurity Awareness Month.